Hi, Editing Stacy here. I'm going to be popping into this video here and there just to explain more, put a little more depth into this video, because when I was talking I just went into a zone and I missed a lot of talking points that I wanted to say. So you'll see me with different clothes on. Editing, Pink Floyd, regular video. There you go. Let's get started. Hi, I am the indecisive gardener, Miss Stacy Jo here, and this is my channel. Welcome or welcome back. So, how was your Christmas and your New Year's? Any resolutions that you made? Me personally, I don't make them because I don't keep them. So there's something to be said about resolutions. I just think they're dumb. People want to set goals that they should be setting anyway. It doesn't matter what time of year. If you want to lose weight, go to the gym and lose weight. And if you want to spend more time with a certain person, make that phone call. You know, it has nothing to do with a year changing over. I will set a goal and I'll finish it, and if I don't, then there's always tomorrow. And yeah, that's just how I am. Yeah, our Christmas was very pleasant. Christmas is a little different now that we don't have children. Our children are grown. We don't have little kiddos running around anymore, but we have Daniel, our little baby. My daughter gave birth on November 10th, and you know, he's not old enough to understand Christmas yet, but I look so forward to future and have my little buddy. Our children. So I start rambling on about our children. We do have two grown adults. My daughter is married. My son still lives at home, but he is 23 years old. And I know there's a lot of families out there where their child is no longer a child and they still haven't moved out. So my pain is with you. But yeah, things are different than they used to be. You know, Christmas is so sweet with children, and it's so exciting, so magical. And then you get older and they start moving on with their lives, and it's not as special as it used to be. And I know it isn't about all that. It's about Jesus and his birth and why he was born into this world. But it's kind of like I'm an empty nester, even though my son is home. I just have a really hard time during the holidays now. And I get so like, okay, this is our schedule, this is our itinerary, this is what we're going to do at this certain point, and relax. I know you're the mom, you're supposed to organize these kind of things for the holidays, you're supposed to be the one that makes it all happen. But Stacy, and you, breathe. It's gonna be so I was thinking about this. I was thinking, you know, maybe Grandma can even have Daniel on Christmas Eve, which I might start calling Christmas Adam, because, well, Jess of Roots and Refuge, her kids call it Christmas Adam or something like that. Anyway, I think it's so cute. Anyway, yeah, on Christmas Eve, Adam, whatever, have him over, and that would be the time we have our special moment together, and get to do all the things that I've missed out on for several years now. And I can give him up to my daughter on Christmas Eve, but that's because we're coming over on Christmas Eve and we can celebrate at her place. And that way, I just bring like a casserole or something or dessert, and don't have to worry about all the stress of Christmas. It's time to pass on the baton, you know what I mean? And yeah, but I'll help out. I'll babysit that kid and make sure she's, he's out of her way so she can get things done. And then Christmas Eve, we can celebrate as an extended family. And then Christmas Day, I celebrate with my husband, and it'll be extra special with just him and I. And as of now, our son. And then they can have their special Christmas with the three of them and their little family. So, I don't know, I think it would work. Anyway, today I would like to show you what's going on in the garden. It is January, but I have cabbages and kale and Brussels sprouts and garlic. So here's the cabbage that Liberty decided to chomp on, growing in the garden. It looks like it's coming back. I mean, she had it down to like right about here, and this whole bit has grown. So I'm very hopeful about that. So hopefully, it's not very pretty, but hopefully we'll have some cabbage there. And the kale, very tiny. Its growth was stunted. But he seems to be growing. I mean, there's what? 1, 2, 3 leaves coming off. 4th one coming on. Yeah, I think we're gonna get some kale finally. Now here is the one and only Brussels sprout that I'm growing. I was afraid to grow more because last time it got so full of aphids. And they were so tall. This one is not even reaching up to the top of the lattice here. So, but maybe, just maybe. Now the red cabbages are starting to form. However, they seem to be stopped at that level of growth. But it, again, there's hope. And here is one that its growth was stunted. This is a, I think a flat Dutch. Could be Copenhagen, but it's tiny. And here is another Copenhagen from Rattle Free. And it should take up to 75 days. I should keep more track of that. I'm not sure how many days it's been. Not that it would actually matter, because in our climate, normally things take a little longer. And then here's another. Beautiful. Unbelievable. Now this one is in a container, and it seems to be doing well. It does have bug damage from last fall when it was still pretty warm out. But the bugs are dead by now. Some more cabbage. Some more. Ooh, that's getting kind of a tight fit there. Pretty good. And another. But here is the more exciting thing. I have garlic sprouting. Now we did, after the freeze, we got a little warm and they start popping up. We actually had a day of 50 degrees. Very excited about this. Now with the garlic, I can freeze dry.
and make powder out of it.
And the bunnies, they did pretty well. They survived. I did put a tarp over their cage and made sure the wind wasn't blowing through because there's a lot of mesh. But they are surrounded, so, and they have a little boxed in area that they sleep in.
Cutie patootie.
They're not bothered by the cold. Oh, and these guys back here, the lettuce and the basil are doing the best. The other things like chard, they're gone. I made the mistake of putting fish fertilizer in with the water. It was only 1 tablespoon for a gallon of water, and I put it on the bottom of the tray so it soaked it up, but it soaked up too much. So it was a little bit too much nitrogen, I think, and it killed the chard and spinach and stuff like that. But yeah, the lettuce and the basil are doing awesome. Huh. Looks like I got basil and chard in the same tray. Whoops. We're almost to the point where I could probably start clipping some leaves off and making salad. So I'm so excited about that. I'm getting tired of buying the spring mix because a lot of the spring mixes in the store have spinach in them, and I can't have spinach unless it's cooked. So I have to separate the spinach and put it in the freezer. Although I did find at Winco they have a spring mix without spinach, so that was exciting, and I got some right now, so I don't have to wait for this stuff. But nothing like homegrown, right? Now back to Christmas. My husband and I decided not to exchange gifts, but that stinker decided to give me gifts anyway. He got it off of Etsy, and I guess the guy was from Ukraine, of all places. Being there at war and all, I thought we wouldn't get it in time. It's so gorgeous. Look at the birds. I love it. Okay, we thought we wouldn't get it. Well, we got it. We have it here. It is hung up on the bulkhead above the sink. I love this thing. What I'm going to do is that's what I'm going to hang all my herbs off of when I dry them. And he also took me out to get a piece of wood that he found on Facebook Marketplace. Now, this piece of wood has bark on it. It has the flames, and he stained it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It has a knot. And I bought, and he bought, some wrought iron hooks, and we attached it, and now my coffee mugs are hanging up. So I have space in my cupboard for more spices. Yay! Yay me! So yeah, it was a good Christmas. I really liked it. I really enjoyed having family over and the baby, and yeah. Let's start a conversation in the chat. I want to hear from you. How are you guys doing? How was your last couple of months? Did you get through it okay? I want to hear from you. Talk to me. How about I leave you off with some cute puppies? Okay, they're not puppies anymore. Liberty is 7 months old. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, here you go. Okay, see if the lane's better there. It is. Good girls. Amber, get into the picture. Sit. Sit, baby. Amber, you know how to sit. Okay, I'm not going to let hurts your hips because you have bad hips. You can stand. Okay, she is the matriarch. Stay. Okay. Freedom. Sit. Freedom. Gentle. Gentle. Good girl. Liberty. The baby. Good girls. Thank you. Until next time, remember to plant kindness, true girl love, and God bless. Have a good day. Maybe if I get closer, I can't move this chair on carpet.